Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again for our MLB daily predictions. We're going to go over all 15 of our baseball games today, break them down, look at the pitching, the hitting, the matchups, and try to predict the outcome for every single game today. Who's going to win, lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree? Disagree? What are your favorite picks today? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. On this channel, we go over every single baseball game every day this entire season. So if you're a sports fan, baseball fan, even a football fan, college football started, NFL just around the corner, we do predictions, we do best bets on all of those games every single day, baseball, football. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's start looking at these matchups. The very first one we have kicking everything off, MLB TV, 3:07 p.m. Look at this series. This is a first place versus first place team. You don't often get that. Closing out the series, the 84-52 Milwaukee Brewers. Right now, first place in the NL Central. They are currently the best team in baseball on the road versus the 78-57 Toronto Blue Jays. First place in the AL East. Blue Jays, a lot of power here. Very good offense. Questionable pitching, but they can score some runs. Toronto, 53.1% chance to win this one. Milwaukee, a 46.9% chance to win. Toronto comes in here. They are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Milwaukee plus 130. Toronto minus 155. The Brewers are averaging 5.1 runs a game, hitting 258, 144 home runs, 140 steals. That's number 2 in baseball. The Brewers are good at every single stat, and they're only giving up 3.63 runs a game. That is top 3 overall pitching. The starting rotation's good. The bullpen's good. Toronto, they have a very, very good offense. 5.0 runs a game, 268 batting average. That's the number 1 batting average in baseball. 162 home runs, 67 steals, and a 4.23 runs a game. On the mound for the Brewers, Quinn Priester, 11-2 record, a really good record. 3.44 ERA, 128.1 innings, 104 strikeouts. Going up against Kevin Gausman, also having a solid season, 8-10 record, a 3.87 ERA, 153.2 innings, 149 strikeouts. The thing here, I picked the Brewers to upset Toronto yesterday. They did do that. Can they do that back-to-back days? Very hard to do that on the road in Toronto. Give me the Brewers winning again. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And our second game at 4:05 p.m. MLB TV, the 65-69 Tampa Bay Rays. They could use a win here versus the 53-81 Washington Nationals. Yes, it's a bad record, but Nationals, a lot of close losses. They can score some runs here, but they give up even more runs. Tampa Bay, 61.4% chance to win. Washington, 38.6% chance to win. Rays on the road, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Tampa Bay minus 155, Washington plus 130. The Rays are averaging 4.5 runs a game, 251 average, 149 home runs, 172 steals. That is number 1 in baseball. Also a 3.96 team ERA. The Nationals 4.2 runs a game, 243 average, 126 home runs, 108 steals, and a 5.38 runs a game, about 1.6 more than the Rays give up. Jake Irvin on the mound for the Nationals, 8-9 record, 5.4 ERA, 148.1 innings, 9 strikeouts. He's given up 29 home runs in 148 innings. That is not a good number. Ryan Popeau going for the Rays. He's having a much better season. 9-10 record, 3.82 ERA, 153 innings, 149 strikeouts, but he's also given up 26 home runs. Both of these pitchers getting shelled with the long ball. But give me the Rays to win it, for them to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. Second game at 4:10 p.m., the 63-72 Miami Marlins versus the 73-62 New York Mets. Second place in the LS. The Mets are on what you'd call a little bit of a roll. They're one of the most inconsistent teams in baseball, but hey, they are 11 games over 500. They're starting to score a buttload of runs. They curb stomped the Marlins yesterday, but can they carry that offense over to today? We'll have to wait to see. New York, a 63.6% chance to win. Miami, 36.4% chance. Mets are 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. Miami plus 155. New York minus 185. Heavy favorites. The Marlins are averaging 4.3 runs a game, hitting 249, 128 home runs, 109 steals. Very balanced offense, giving up 4.58 runs per game. The Mets, 4.6 runs a game, 249 batting average, 177 home runs, 110 steals, giving up 3.8 runs per game. The Marlins are turning to Edward Cabrera here on the road. One of their best young pitchers, 7-7 record, 3.32 ERA, 124.2 innings, 136 strikeouts. He's definitely a strikeout pitcher. The Mets got to make sure to have their contact on. David Peterson, though, one of the most consistent pitchers for the Mets this season, made the All-Star game this year, 8-5 record, 3.18 ERA, 150 innings, 135 strikeouts. He's only given up 9 home runs in 25 starts. You gotta love that. I'm going to go with the Mets winning this. It's a lower scoring game, though. Mets win. They cover the spread, but I'm still going to go with the over. And at 4:10 p.m., the 60-76 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates, one of the worst offenses you'll see in baseball. Bottom 2 overall offense. The pitching is so good. They have to win very low-scoring games. These pitchers need some run support. They're on the road. Fenway Park, very difficult place for visiting teams to win. But hey, the Pirates pulled off the win yesterday. They'll be playing the 75-61 Boston Red Sox. Second place in the AL East. The Red Sox, one of the most complete teams in baseball. Boston, 66.4% chance to win. Pittsburgh, 33.6% chance to win. The Red Sox, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Boston minus 180, Pittsburgh plus 150. The Pirates are averaging 3.6 runs a game, 233 batting average. They have to get that batting average up. Only 98 home runs. They got to get the power up. 102 steals and up 3.93 runs a game. If this team wins, it's going to be because of their pitching staff. The Red Sox, 4.9 runs a game, 252 average, 163 home runs, 114 steals and up 3.65 runs a game. Boston is good at pretty much every single stat. Right now, Johan Oviedo on the mound right now for the Pirates. 1-0 record of 3.6 rate. Really good numbers, but it's a very small sample size. Only 10 innings so far. 14 strikeouts, though. He's looked good in the small amount he's pitched. Going up against Dustin May. Dustin May just hasn't had it so far this season. He's much better than the way that he's been pitching. 7-10 record. 4.79 rate. 124 innings. 117 strikeouts. He has given up 20 home runs. A little susceptible to the long ball, but Pirates don't hit a lot of home runs. I'm going to go with the home team rebounding off the loss yesterday. Red Sox win. They cover the spread, but I'll go with the under. 6:05 p.m. in NL East versus NL East matchup. This is a very, very difficult game to call. Two of the better pitchers in baseball. At 6:05 p.m., the 61-74 Atlanta Braves. One of those teams that just leaves you scratching your head every single day. They are so much better than their record. It just hasn't clicked this season. On the road versus the 78-57 Philadelphia Phillies. First place in the NL East. Philadelphia, 53.3% chance to win. Atlanta, 46.7. Phillies here, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Very low scoring game. The Braves are plus 120. The Phillies minus 142. Braves, 4.5 runs a game. 244 average, 152 home runs, 68 steals, and a 4.33 runs a game. The Phillies, this is a veteran team here. They know how to win. How about Schwarber? 49 home runs. Great season for him. Closing in on Ryan Howard's home run total. 256 team average, 161 home runs, 110 steals, and up 3.85 runs a game. Very, very deep starting rotation. Chris Sale is back for the Braves, 5-4 record. When this guy's on, 2.52 ERA, Cy Young winner before, 89.1 innings, 114 strikeouts, going up against Christopher Sanchez. One of the most underappreciated seasons this year. 11-5 record. 2.66 ERA, 162.1 innings, 173 strikeouts. This guy is having an elite year, but for some reason, you can call me crazy. I understand it. I'm going to ride Sale coming back. Braves win the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the under. 6:40 p.m., the 67-69 St. Louis Cardinals slowly chipping their way back to 500 versus the 68-67 Cincinnati Reds. These teams practically identical records here. A lot up for grabs. St. Louis, 4th place in the Central. Cincinnati, 3rd place in the Central. They're kind of bobbing back and forth here. St. Louis, a 41.6% chance to win. The Reds, a 58.4%. Cincinnati, 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Cardinals, plus 125. The Reds, minus 150. But I honestly think this game is a 50-50 split down the middle. Practically a pick-em. The Cardinals, a lot of experience in this lineup. 4.4 runs a game. 248 average, 127 home runs, 77 steals, and a 4.28 runs a game. They got to work on that pitching. The Reds, usually the same thing, game in and game out. Very reliable for what they're going to put up numbers-wise. 4.5 runs a game, 246 average, 131 home runs, 92 steals, and a 3.84 runs a game. For St. Louis, Michael McGreevy on the mound, 5-2 record, 4.43 ERA, 63 innings. He has 40 strikeouts, only 9 walks. That's solid walk numbers. Going up against Andrew Abbott, very, very good season. Also, no one's talking about him. A 2.62 ERA, 8-4 record, 134 innings, 118 strikeouts. He's 35 walks, 15 home runs, but very, very good numbers. A sub-3 ERA. You can't complain about that. Give me Cincinnati winning this one, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. 7:10 p.m., the 62-72 Los Angeles Angels. The Angels, they can't pitch to save their life, but they score a lot of home runs via the home run, a top 5 home run hitting team on the road versus the 75-60 Houston Astros in their same division, but the Astros are first place and the Angels are last place. Houston, a lot of veterans on this team, very good pitching. The Astros, a 60.4% chance to win. The Angels, a 39.6% chance to win. Astros, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. LA plus 140, Houston minus 165. The Angels right now with all that power, 4.3 runs a game, 230 average. They don't get base hits, but they get home runs, 188 home runs, 66 steals, and got 4.81 runs a game. They give up so many runs, they score a lot of home runs. The Astros, 4.2 runs a game, 253 average, 151 home runs, 66 steals, and got 3.86 runs a game. The Astros can pitch. It is their bullpen that is the key. A top 3 overall bullpen. Houston, Spencer Arrighetti on the mound, 1-5 record, 6.21 ERA. He's one of the weaker links here. This team can pitch. Arrighetti not pitching well so far this year. 29 innings, 23 strikeouts, 15 walks in 29 innings. That's not good. 5 home runs in 29 innings. Got to keep the ball in the ballpark, especially versus the Angels. LA, Kyle Hendricks on the mound. This guy's been pitching for 35, 40 years at this point. Guys, that's a joke. Whenever I say that, someone always comments. They say, he's not old enough to have been pitching for 35 years. Obviously, it's a joke. I'm being sarcastic. Kyle Hendricks, 6-9 record, 5.04 ERA, 130.1 innings, 87 strikeouts. Definitely not striking out people. He's given out 21 home runs. I don't have faith in Kyle Hendricks here. I don't have faith in Arrighetti here. This game honestly scares the crap out of me. I'm going to go with the Angels pulling off the upset here, the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. 7:10 p.m., the 75-60 New York Yankees on the road versus the 48-87 Chicago White Sox. Chicago just a couple losses away from 90. Second worst team in baseball, but don't underestimate them. Very competitive team. A lot of very, very close losses. White Sox 42.1% chance to win. The Yankees a 57.9. New York 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Yankees minus 215. Heavy favorites. Chicago plus 180. The Yanks are averaging 5.2 runs a game. They score a lot of runs. 251 batting average. When they're hitting home runs, it is hard to stop them. Judge right now 41 home runs. 225 home runs as a team. Number 1 in baseball. Number 1 by a lot. 104 steals and 3.99 runs a game. The White Sox struggling on offense. 3.9 runs a game. 234 average, 133 home runs. 77 steals and 4.2 per game. Cam Schittler on the mound for the Yankees. This guy, since he's come up, really good numbers. 2-2 record, 2.76 ERA, 42.1 innings, 46 strikeouts, a lot of walks, 19 walks, 6 home runs, putting bodies on base, but he's keeping them from scoring. So can't complain about that. It is what it is. Going up against Shane Smith, one of the better pitchers for the White Sox. Smith, he honestly makes this game very, very competitive. 4-7 record, a 3.87 ERA, 114 innings, 105 strikeouts. He's only given up 13 home runs. That's what you want to see here versus this Yankees lineup. But I'm going to go with the road team. Give me New York winning this one. I have them covering the spread. I will go with the under. On MLB TV at 7:10 p.m., the 75-60 San Diego Padres closing in on the Dodgers here. They are on their heels. They got to get these wins versus the 61-73 Minnesota Twins. Minnesota 38.6% chance to win. San Diego 61.4% chance. Padres are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. San Diego minus 186. Minnesota plus 156. The Padres, they have Machado. They have Fernando Tatis. If they can get Tatis Jr. hot, this offense can really start to light things up. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, 251 batting average, 116 home runs, 90 steals, and up 3.6 runs a game. San Diego, the number 2 pitching team in baseball. Great rotation, even better bullpen, the number 1 bullpen in baseball. That makes them very difficult to beat. That's going to help them on their run to the playoffs. Minnesota, 4.2 runs a game, 238 average, 159 home runs, a lot of power. 72 steals and a 4.44 runs a game. The pitching has really failed this team the last 2 months. Minnesota, Taj Bradley on the mound, 6-7 record, 4.95 ERA, 116.1 innings, 96 strikeouts. Nick Pivetta for the Padres. Look at these numbers. 13-4 record, 2.82 ERA, 153.1 innings, eats up a lot of innings, 161 strikeouts, and he has that bullpen to close it out. Give me San Diego winning this one, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. Then it's 7:15 p.m. on Fox. When I look at this game, guys, this is one of those games, to me, it is the most 50-50 pick'em of all of the games on today. The 72-63 Seattle Mariners, this team so good at everything on the road versus the 67-66 Cleveland Guardians. Guardians playing good baseball since the All-Star break, kind of up and down the last 2 weeks, but overall good since the All-Star break. Seattle, they can do a little bit of everything. The Mariners, 51.9% chance to win. The Guardians, a 48.1 with the fan vote, practically a 50-50 split. Mariners, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Seattle's minus 160. Cleveland plus 135. The Mariners are averaging 4.6 runs a game. 241 batting average, 191 home runs, that's top 5. 134 steals, that's top 5. And they're only giving up 3.97 runs a game. The Guardians, 3.8 runs a game. 224 average, 133 home runs, 102 steals, and 3.92 runs a game. The Guardians pulled off the victory yesterday. Can they do another upset today? Gavin Williams going for Cleveland, 8-5 record, 3.36 ERA. Great numbers. 136.2 innings, 135 strikeouts. Going up against Logan Gilbert. Logan Gilbert, this guy strikes out a lot of people. 4-5 record, 3.69 ERA, 97.2 innings, 138 strikeouts in 97 innings. You have to love that. He doesn't give up very many walks. Cleveland doesn't have the best batting average. Actually, one of the worst in baseball. Give me the Mariners getting back in the win column. They win this one. They cover the spread. I'll go with the under. That's very hard to call. This is a very difficult game to call. I'm going to avoid it personally. It is a 50-50, but I'll go with the Mariners covering. 7:15 p.m., the 60-74 Baltimore Orioles, younger team, a lot of power. They don't pitch well, but they can hit some home runs. They'll be playing the 66-68 San Francisco Giants, slowly chipping their way back to 500. This is their chance to get even closer. San Francisco, 51.6% chance to win. The Orioles are a 48.4% chance to win. You will notice Baltimore here on the road, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Baltimore minus 124, San Francisco plus 106. The Orioles offense, 4.3 runs a game, 240 average, 160 home runs, a lot of power, 93 steals, and a 4.67 runs a game, bottom 10 in baseball. The Giants don't score very many runs, but they do pitch extremely well. Great starting rotation, even better bullpen. Giants are averaging 4.1 runs a game, 233 average, 136 home runs, 61 steals, and a 3.7 runs a game. Their pitching will give them a shot in any game. But as we make in this video, we have no starter announced for San Francisco. I hate going in against blind, not knowing all the variables, not knowing who's going to be on the mound, but I make baseball predictions videos, so we got to pick someone to win for the Orioles. Trevor Rogers, these numbers since he came out, great numbers this season. 7-2 record, a 1.4 ERA. Try to beat that. 83.1 innings, 76 strikeouts. This guy's only given up 2 home runs in 83 innings. How is that even possible? That's 1 home run every 41.5 innings. That is great. Not knowing who the Giants have, although I trust their bullpen. If this is a long reliever game, they got the guys to do it. Give me the Orioles winning this one. I'll have them covering the spread, and I'll go with the under this game. 7:15 p.m., the 79-57 Detroit Tigers, one of the best teams in baseball, first place in the AL Central, versus the second place team, the 69-66 Kansas City Royals. If the Royals just had a decent offense, they'd be well over 500. Because they have a top 5 pitching staff, it's just they do struggle to give them a lot of run support. KC, 53.1% chance to win. Detroit, a 46.9. Tigers, 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Detroit minus 120. KC plus 101. This is a very close game, though. The Tigers, 4.8 runs a game, 249 average, 173 home runs, 58 steals, and up 3.84 runs a game. Kansas City, 3.9 runs a game, 247 average, 128 home runs, 99 steals, and up 3.66 runs a game. This team can pitch. Jake Flattery on the mound right now for the Tigers. 7-13 record, a 4.87 record. High, well above his career 3.8 ERA. 136.2 innings, 165 strikeouts. He is striking people out still. Stephen Collick going for KC, 4-5 record, a 4.18 ERA, 79.2 innings, 56 strikeouts. This is a very hard game to call here. I'm going to go with the Royals pulling off the upset. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. Some runs will be scored. And at 8:10 p.m., the 77-58 Chicago Cubs, one of the best overall teams in baseball, second place in the NL Central, versus the 38-97 Colorado Rockies. The Rockies closing in on 100 losses. That's nothing to be proud of. Chicago, 61.1% chance to win. Colorado, a 38.9% chance to win. The Cubs are 2.5 run favorites, 11.5 over under. Cubs minus 200, Rockies plus 165. The Cubs right now, 4.9 runs a game. Yesterday's game was a complete shootout. Cubs pulled off the win, but both teams were scoring a buttload of runs. 249 team average, 181 home runs. That's top 5. 134 steals. That's top 5. And they're giving up 3.83 runs a game. Colorado can hit some home runs. They don't do much outside of that, but a lot of home runs. 3.7 runs a game, 238 team average, 136 home runs, 71 steals. They're giving up 5.94 runs a game. Chicago has Javier Assad on the mound, 0-1 record, 3.86 ERA, 14 innings, 9 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Going up against McCade Brown, 0-1 record, 9.82 ERA, 3.2 innings, 2 strikeouts. These pitchers are both unknowns right now, completely blind variables. We don't know what the heck is going to happen this game. We haven't seen much from both of these guys. Both of them have somewhat rusty arms. Colorado can honestly pull off the win here. This is one of those games, keep your eye on the potential upset, but I'm going to go with Chicago winning this one, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. Second game, the last on MLB TV at 9:10 p.m. The 66 and 69 Arizona Diamondbacks. This team scores a lot of runs, but they give up a lot of runs. They'll be playing the 77 and 57 LA Dodgers. The Dodgers first place in the NL West. The Diamondbacks fourth place in the NL West. Arizona 26.9% chance to win. The Dodgers a 73.1% chance to win. Dodgers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Arizona plus 180, LA minus 215. The Diamondbacks, you have to respect their offense. They can score some runs. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, hitting 251, 186 home runs. That's top five. They have 97 steals and 4.54 runs a game. Played the Dodgers really good yesterday. LA, 5.2 runs a game, 253 average, 201 home runs. That is second only to the Yankees. Shohei, 45 home runs, 78 steals and 4.08 runs a game. Their pitching staff has been decimated, but they're getting healthier right now. Eduardo Rodriguez going for Arizona, 5-8 record, a 5.67 ERA, 119 innings, 116 strikeouts, going up against Tyler Glasnow. When Glasnow was pitching well, he's very hard to hit. 1-2 record, 3.36 ERA, 61.2 innings, 75 strikeouts. I'm going Tyler Glasnow. Give me the Dodgers winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our final game, 10:05 p.m., the 68 and 67 Texas Rangers. They need a good win here. They need to stay competitive in the AL West versus the 63 and 72 Athletics. This game's in Sacramento. Minor league stadium, smaller ballpark, might see some home runs. The A's a 40.5% chance to win. The Rangers a 59.5%. Texas is 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Rangers minus 140. The Athletics plus 120. The Rangers, they're finally starting to score some runs for the love of God, giving their number one ERA team in baseball, number one, some run support finally. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, 236 average, 149 home runs, 115 steals, and a 3.42 runs a game. The A's 4.5 runs a game, 253 average, 185 home runs, a lot of power. Don't forget about that. 67 steals and a 4.78 runs a game. As of me making this video, no starter announced for the A's. I hate this, guys. I already said that. I hate not knowing who's going to be starting the game for the Rangers. Merrill Kelly putting up good numbers this season, part of that very deep rotation. 10-7 record, 3.2 ERA, 157.2 innings, 147 strikeouts. I got to ride Kelly versus the nameless whoever the A's will trot out. Give me Rangers winning this one, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. Guys, that's our breakdown, our predictions, our best bets, our picks for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Saturday, August 30th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree? Disagree? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your picks today? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.